there everybody, it's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to you all to Travel Blog Jamie. I'm currently sailing on board Fred Olsen's Bolette, the flagship of the fleet, and in today's episode I'm going to give you a walking tour from bottom to top of this beautiful ship. Are you ready for this? Let's do this. Bolette is named after Fred Olsen's great-grandmother. She may be the flagship of the fleet, but with just 690 cabins and 10 decks, this really is cruising intimate style. You'll find a wide range of cabins on board: inside, ocean view, terrace, balcony suite, accessible and solo. Before exploring each deck, I'll show you the relevant deck plan. Deck 1 Marina Deck is almost entirely made up of passenger cabins. You'll notice lifts and stairwells located at the aft, midship and forward. Deck 1 is where you'll also find the medical centre. Let's walk. And up to Deck 2 Coral Deck. This deck is entirely occupied by passenger cabins. I love that on Bolette there are lots of nooks and crannies and even seating areas right next to stairwells and lifts. And now heading up to Deck 3 Promenade Deck. As well as passenger cabins, you'll be able to walk around the whole of the promenade, plus there's access to the forecastle. Deck 3 is where you'll also find the lower tier of the Atrium. Unfortunately, the weather is not on my side today and I'll be filming all open decks in gale force winds. Lucky me. Some of the lounges on Promenade Deck are assigned solely to those passengers in a lanai stateroom, a terrace stateroom. This means they can access the promenade directly from their cabin. Because I'm a good boy. Passenger cabins ahead. To use one of the self-service laundry rooms, you'll need to collect a token from reception for £2.50. And approaching the lower tier of the Atrium. This 9-metre high clock tower is based on a Flemish original and spans 3 decks. It has 23 bells which play every hour. The clock tower also has 4 different faces: an astrolabe, world clock, planetary clock, and an astrological clock. And now up to the main deck, Deck 4. Deck 4 is where you'll find the lower tier of the main dining room, the Bloomsbury. It's also home to specialty Asian dining at Colours and Tastes, the auditorium for workshops and films, destination services, guest services, the photo gallery, the Neptune Lounge. The Neptune Lounge for daytime activities and evening performances. During my cruise, the stage of the auditorium was set up as a kitchen so that some of the onboard chefs could show off their culinary skills. We were given recipes and even able to taste some of the dishes they were preparing. Specialty Asian dining at Colours and Tastes will cost £10 per person if booked in advance and £15 per person if booked whilst on board. And now up one more deck to Deck 5, Lounge Deck. Deck 5 for the upper tier of the main dining room, the terrace restaurant. Private dining in the Orchid and Australia rooms, Earth room, Oriental tea room, botanical room, bookmark cafe and lounge, shops, card room, piano bar, Morning Light pub and lounge, Laurel Blooms shop, Future Cruise information, Ocean bar, Sea Cove shop, and Neptune balcony. The Bloomsbury and Terrace restaurants offer fixed dining only. Open for breakfast, lunch and dinner, your food served in the main dining room is included in your cruise fare. The Earth Room is home to 350 books by distinguished authors. All drinks served at the Bookmark Cafe come with a surcharge. Some of the pastries served here are included in your cruise fare. Other delicacies will come also with a surcharge. This is certainly a multi-purpose venue. Enjoy hot drinks, pastries, delicacies, games, puzzles, or just kick back, relax with a book. One thing I really enjoy about Bolette is there's no fighting to find a seat. There are literally chairs and sofas everywhere. Spot the hidden duck. Some recent passengers on board Bolette didn't even realise there was a casino on board. Well, it's not a big casino, just slot machines here. It's located just off the Morning Light pub. The pub covers such a large area and you can expect live music here in the evenings. No surprise, the piano bar is another venue where you can expect live music at night. For a smaller ship, I was quite impressed with the number of shops on board. The shops and boutiques continue. You'll find a live band playing at the Ocean Bar every evening, plus ballroom dancing. above decks 6 and 7 for passenger cabins. Deck 6 is where you'll also find my cabin, a balcony suite 6145. There's already a full tour and review available on my channel, but for now, a quick peep. For the full tour, just search Travelblog Jamie, Fred Olsen Bolette, Balcony Suite. And now up to Deck 8, Lido Deck. Lido Deck, Deck 8 for the terrace swimming pool, the view bar, the view buffet restaurant, tea and coffee making facilities, specialty Goan food at Vasco, the Lido bar, indoor swimming pool and jacuzzis with retractable roof, the poolside cafe, Atlantis spa and fitness centre. Poolside Cafe serves late breakfasts and lunch. It's included in your cruise fare. Of note, the pool water on board Fred Olsen ships is heated beautifully. This retractable roof is certainly used to effect in warmer, sunnier climes. Note that this pool can only be accessed by ladders. In warmer weather, you'll find live music taking place on this stage. Specialty Goan dining at Vasco. This will cost £10 per person if booked prior to your cruise or £15 per person if booked when on board. The View Buffet serving breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner and late night snacks. All food here is included in your cruise fare. This is where you'll also be able to help yourself to some hot drinks, fruit juice and water. And now to the aft of the ship, if I can open the door. There you go, well done, Jamie. Just next to the bar, a smoking area. The terrace pool is accessed by ladders only. One of the main differences between Bolette and sister ship Borealis is that Bolette has this aft swimming pool. And also tucked away at the aft this cheeky little lounge area. Certainly no problem securing a lounger on a day like this. and back through the view buffet, this time port side and heading forward. I know some of you love this fruit for all sorts of reasons, you filthy lot. Blankets available poolside, not forgetting your pool towels can be found in your cabins. The Atlantis Spa for your spa treatments, salon, thermal suite and fitness centre. You can book in advance or once on board. You can hire the entire thermal suite for 45 minutes. If you're sailing solo, it's literally all yours for £15, or you can share it with your cabin companion for £10 per person. Yes, it's all yours. For a surcharge, you can also enjoy champagne and canapes whilst making the most of the thermal suite. Located at the very front of the ship, on a good weather day, you're going to get amazing views from up here. And because we like being greedy, there are 2 steam rooms in the thermal suite for you to enjoy. You'll also have access to the relaxation room. Use of the fitness centre is included in your cruise fare. Some fitness classes will come with a surcharge. Heading up now to Deck 9, starting with the Observatory Lounge. Deck 9, the sports deck, is home to the Olsen Art Studio, sports centre, lots of lounge areas, open deck areas for walking where you'll also be able to see the top of the retractable roof, and the observatory. The observatory, or crow's nest, for those fabulous forward-facing views, table service afternoon teas and evening entertainment. and I hope you appreciate I am now battling the elements for you, my darlings. The Olsen Art Studio for your arts and craft workshops. And yes, it's still blowing a hoolie. And finally up to deck 10, sun deck. I know, there ain't much of that around today. Just imagine blue skies, people lounging around, and the best views. Go on, just try and imagine. And finally, views of our beautiful Bolette. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for coming along with me on this tour of a classic ship. And thanks also for your support as we head towards 36,000 subscribers. Today's shoutouts go to my gorgeous tiers 3, 4, and 5 patrons. And oh my goodness gracious me, yes, you too could become a patron. Just search patreon.com/travelblogjamie. You could also hop on over to my Facebook page, Jamie W. Robbins, also X, Threads, Instagram and Blue Sky at TravelBlogJamie, and of course right here, right now on YouTube.